the booth, I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bull. It's Jay Williams.
And Ed, both squads are getting up last-minute shots. As a player, you never leave the court on a missed shot. A make shot always sets the right tone before the game.
All the work that's gone into this game about to be on full display here tonight. And that's the start they wanted here on the road.
Execution is everything. I love the sharpness and precision they came out with in that first possession.
It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard. And the rebound taken in by Jordan. Irving into the front court. Leads 3. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Leonard to George. Strong finish for Paul George.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Kawhi Leonard with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Leonard, Kawhi Leonard. Missed his first. That one goes.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Leonard to Paul George. Has a look. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
It was right there. Goes to the left side. Leonard to George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
That shot was nice. But that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Kevin Durant lets it go. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Over and back. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Kawhi Leonard won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day.
Ah, scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's the DJ we all know and love.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Nets have it. Durant to Hollis Jefferson. Slam dunk for Hollis Jefferson.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Surveys the floor. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 6 now.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Kyrie across the timeline, trailing by 4. Offensive board. The follow won't go either. Another follow, no good.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Can't miss those. To Williams. Lets it fly from long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. So the Nets hold on to the possession. Irving.
Oh, yeah, you too little.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw up and good as he finishes off the three-point play. The lead is down to 6. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beverly to Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. Beverly, his first effort off the mark. Durant with the basketball up top. Down 6. Shot clock winding down to Durant. Shot clock violation. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 6, Jordan.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Clippers have the lead. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Someone's been working on that one for weeks behind closed doors. That's why they call it practice.
To Leonard. Runner here won't go down. Taurean Prince pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Irving. To Hollis Jefferson. And a nice finish at the rim. Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
For the safety of our players, we ask that you refrain from any flash photography during the game. Thank you for your cooperation.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Leonard. And he hits.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Durant. That's how you defend. To Leonard. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, Check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Paul George able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Paul George. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out to George. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Shifting gears, here come some substitutions.
Los Angeles, number 20.
Irving, Clippers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To Paul George. From long range, and Kawhi Leonard buries the three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Hollis Jefferson. Layup goes down. Well done.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Kawhi Leonard, tough matchup against Durant. Beyond the arc for three. Tough shot. He hits.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Brooklyn's got it. And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Foul number 1. First foul in the last 2 minutes. Into the game.
Irving. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Here's Irving into the front court. Down by 15, and he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Good shot, man.
George to Leonard, and finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Another shot stays out.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Durant. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To George. He throws it down. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Time to shuffle things up.
Number 12, Joe Harris.
And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
First free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. Have to be careful inbounding the basketball, but good anticipation by the defense.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
And too much contact.
A simple touch foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the final 2 minutes.
George had made his first couple, but he misses there. Kevin Durant rejects it. That's it. First half has come to an end, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Leonard. Not that time. He missed it. To Leonard for 3, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Durant. No good. Another shot won't go either. Leonard. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Fires the 3. Cleans it up. Even to Zubats. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Leonard. Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
It's your chance at some excellent alien.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Irving. It's George with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
George, not easy.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Durant steps out and hits.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Leonard. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it into 3.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Gets it in the left corner. Beverly knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Leonard to Williams. Has a chance. Deep 2 there, won't go. Fires the 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Irving. Clippers have got it. To Leonard. Turns and slams it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Thanks to those who have already participated in this.
Substitution being made in this one.
Stepping in for LA, number 5.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Irving. Misfires. It's no good. Williams into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay. Kevin Durant with the rock. And it's Williams there for the rebound. To Leonard. The crossover, gets inside, and the slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Number 11, Kyrie Irving.
To Paul George. Durant across the timeline. His guys down big. Missed it. It's a big finish.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Leonard, nice pass to set things up. Strong finish for Paul George.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Durant with the basketball up top. Down a bundle. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Defense snuffed it out. Harkless off the mark. Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
I know I've seen this many times in various mixtapes. Add that one to the list, too.
I got him.
Around the perimeter to Harkless. Has a look. He connects. Not the guy you think would beat you.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Tips it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Doc Rivers will play the matchup. He wants some new guys on the floor. George smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. From the painted area, won't go down. Irving. Wide open look, won't go. To Leonard. And look out. Big finish at the rim. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. It's Brooklyn's ball. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
George, that's his third personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Irving to Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Durant here against Harkless. Mo Harkless sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Harkless. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Paul George to Beverly. George. Another chance. Durant with the basketball up top. Looking to make something happen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense. To Leonard. Trying to cash in. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
Patrick Beverly. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Kevin Durant has it. Shot from the lane won't go. Jordan. Oh, they called the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Team foul number 3. Brooklyn Nets are in the building. Entering the game for Los Angeles.
Lets it fly from long range. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
This is my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball. I got ball.
Durant. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat five.
Off the iron, no good. Leonard. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Hey, switch, that got him.
Durant. And that one out of bounds off the net. Well, you can't do that.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Kawhi Leonard has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. Nope, first one does not go. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Durant. And the Clippers have the rebound. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. Rebound taken by Hollis Jefferson. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.